welcome to episode 18 of Minecraft Windows 10 Edition, How to Survive and Thrive. In this episode, I promised you something special, and we're going to deliver. First thing though, I'm going to come over here, and I've got these potatoes that we've been growing, and I'm going to toss them here in the furnace. And this is going to make us some baked potatoes, and they work as a very good source of food in the game. So just give it a moment here, and we should have a baked potato pop up. There we go. Just go ahead and put that in my inventory. Now I wanted to show you something that I found while I was doing my gathering expeditions. So let me just come over this way. I was out and I kept hearing a noise down here. Kept hearing skeletons. Was this the area? I think so. No, that wasn't it. See if I can remember where I was at. Oh yeah, back this way. Kept hearing skeletons, and I kept digging and digging and digging towards them until I found a dungeon. Now this one I've already lit up. I've kind of dug out around it, killed off the skeletons that were in there, just so that we could kind of get this area ready. And I wanted to show you what a dungeon looks like. So I just kind of popped holes in the side here so that I can put torches around that thing, which is the spawner. So let's just go ahead and knock out here. We'll just jump up here real quick. I can show you what the inside of a dungeon looks like. It's just a big square. Sometimes they're open. Actually, this wall was missing over here. I just put one in to keep the skeletons from spawning outside of this area here. And so you got this cage thing. You can see there's a skeleton spinning around inside, so that's how you know that it's a skeleton spawner. But they usually always have 1 to 2 chests in the dungeon, and you usually find some pretty good things in these chests. So let's take a look inside and see what we got here. Yeah, we got some iron. Okay, some string, gunpowder, and wheat. Nothing great in that chest. Alright, let's see what's in the other one. Same thing. These chests were kind of a dud, but you know, it's free stuff. Can't complain about that. You can use the gunpowder if you want to make some TNT later on. Or I don't think you can do fireworks yet in this version of Minecraft. But there's that possibility as well. I'm just going to go ahead and take the chest. Take anything and everything that you can use. We are not going to be doing anything with this today. Instead, we're going to actually work on the other dungeon. If you recall, we'd found a spider dungeon way back in the beginning of the series. I actually found it off camera. While I was doing some gathering. Let me go ahead and sleep the night through real quick. And then we will head over towards the spider dungeon and get to work. Okay. So are all these potatoes done? Okay, they are. We'll just go ahead and grab all these. Go ahead and put away some of this stuff that we picked up out of those chests. We're not going to need them with us right now, so don't need the iron. I'm going to go ahead and put the chests in here. Put that in there, the string. Put the wheat in there too. Alright. So let's head down to our mines where our spawner is at. I got a nice big slime here. Let's take care of him real quick. Okay. It's been a while since we've been down here. I did do quite a bit of work in this area as well. You can see I made it a little bit wider. I made it a little bit taller. I put in some stairs so that we can come up and down a lot faster, down into our mines. This area here actually leads to the spider spawner. There's another way. This way is actually how I originally found it, but I made a shortcut. This was the area where we had started our branch mine. You can see I've kind of cleared it out a little bit and started doing several different branches going off. And the granite here signifies that I've reached the end of the line as far as I can go at this point, and then I can just, start off another branch off in this direction or whatever. So that's what we've got going on here. I have put up some stone. I'm going to make it kind of look a little nice down here. If you're going to be spending any time in an area, you may as well decorate it up. All right. So over here, we have this cobblestone wall that leads into our spider spawner. And we know it's a spider spawner because you can hear the spiders, and they will start spawning rather rapidly. All right, and this is a chest of things that I made up that we're going to make a farm out of this. So, first thing I want to do is I kind of want to get in here safely. All right, so the green cobblestone or stone there is the floor level. So let me just kind of dig across here like this. Okay. Let me see if I can find the middle one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should be the middle. We can punch a hole in there, and there's the spawner right there. See if we can reach in and put a torch on it. Let's see if we can come in through the side about the same. 2, 3, 4, 5. Should get us to the center. Okay, we got a chest in our way here. You can take a look in there. Gosh, dog it, not much. More iron, wheat, get a bucket, some gunpowder. All right, let's do this. I'm going to put that back, and I'm going to come back one. And the reason I want to do that is because spiders can actually fit through these particular spiders can fit through a hole of 2. That's 1 high. All right. Now if they're cave spiders, which these aren't, okay, I hear skeletons as well. Yeah, we got an area that is not completely walled off, so there could be other monsters around here. Should be about the center as well. Okay, there we go. Light that up. Spider over there. Reach him. Okay, definitely hear skeletons. So we've got a nice big dark area there. There, we should be able to handle the spiders that are in this left in this area now. One and another one over here. Got a bat as well. Alright, and this looks, oh, well, we've been down in this area. May as well pick up some of this stuff while we're here. Alright, let's come back up here. We've lit up the area enough. No more spiders are going to spawn. There's just the ones that are behind the wall there. So let's go ahead and check out our other chest. String, bread, bucket, wheat. Okay, normally you get much better treasure than this stuff in here. You might find name tags and saddles and armor for horses. You might find lots of other things. But, oh well, this is what we have to work with, and that's what we're going to. So, what are our plans for this? We are going to make a string farm. Now, you could use this as an XP farm where, you know, you're going to, you know, stand somewhere safe and then kill the spiders as they come towards you, but spiders are kind of a pain in the tush to deal with. It's a lot easier to, oh, we've got a lovely gravel ceiling above us as well. Well, that's going to be fun. All right, let's see. Put a ceiling up here. All right, let me run back around. I've got some cobblestone in my chest. We're gonna go ahead and block that ceiling in so that that gravel doesn't come down on us, and then we can figure out how we're going to set this up. I'm going to put, normally you have two. All right. Let me figure out this ceiling how, because I want a space of 2 above the spawner in order for this to work correctly, but I'm afraid if I put a piece of stone up here that this whole ceiling is going to collapse on us. Maybe not. But let me go ahead and take care of the ceiling, and I'll be right back with you, and I'll show you how we're going to space this out. Alright, so I've knocked down all that gravel that was up there. I essentially just put down a bunch of torches on the floor, knocked out the temporary ceiling, let the gravel fall. I did an update on it just so that it would kind of fall to the ground, and then picked it up and get it out of our way. Let's go ahead and get these torches picked back up. Now what we're going to want to do is we want a room that's going to be 9 by 9. And then we're going to, so we want this centered. There's going to be a ceiling above us here, and this is going to be the top of the ceiling. So let's just go ahead and put this in place kind of quickly, just so we got an idea of what we're going to be dealing with. And the reason I put these two blocks on top of here is to prevent spiders from spawning on top of the spawner. We want them to spawn in the actual room itself. Alright, so let's go ahead and count out from the sides of this. So we need 4 in each direction. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're actually going to have to knock this wall back a bit in order to do this. And then this way we got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that puts us right up against this wall. Alright, and then this direction we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that puts our wall back here. And then this way 1, 2, 3, 4. Which will put our wall here. So let's I'm going to go ahead and dig out the rest of this floor, and I'm going to put the walls in place around this, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I've put up walls going all the way around. I have 2 blocks above the spawner, and I've got 3 blocks beneath. I'm going to go ahead and knock these out just so we've got room. I put this up here because this is where we're going to put a water stream that's going to go across here to this side. Now, this side of the room, I'm going to be doing something interesting. I'm going to dig out a pattern like this. And of course we've got something down there. Let's go ahead and this. Okay, and then I also want a row in front of this one. All right. Now, and then I'm going to need on these ones here, to dig out those 3. You'll see here in a moment why. Go ahead and put that back in there. Alright, now in these holes here, I'm going to take and I'm going to put down some sand. Like this. Alright, and then at the end here, actually in front of these sand blocks, I need to dig this out as well. Go ahead and patch this area of the floor here. At the end, take this out. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, I'm going to put down a chest, or a double chest here, and that's where our string is going to be collected. Now, into the back of the chest, I'm going to place hoppers. So let me just go ahead and swap these out. Shift click in there and there. Okay, and then we're going to connect these hoppers across like this. And let's come over here. Don't want to look in the hopper. Okay, let me jump up here. Shift click, and we're gonna, no, I don't want it above it. Okay, well, it's gonna be in the chest. Shift click, a hopper into there. One into there. One into there. And of course, had to do that again. One into there. Alright, those should probably wind up in here. That's fine. Alright. So this is our collection system. Now let me move these torches. Now I've got torches up here because there were spiders spawning in here. Even though I have this lit up, they will still spawn if there's dark spots in the room. And then let's go ahead and I'm going to, I didn't bring a crafting bench with me. Of course I didn't. Did I? No. Alright. I will do that next. We'll put some stairs above the chest so that we can get into it. So let me just block this in for now. And then I'll just have to remember to come back in here. Actually, I'll go make some stairs real quick and I'll be right back and we'll finish this up. Alright, I'd forgotten I had a crafting bench down in the that area anyways, so let's go ahead and see if we can get in here a little easier. Let's get some stairs. Put that in here and one here. We should still be able to open the chest. Fantastic. There's that torch that got away from us. We're going to have to do something here with our way in, but we can do that afterwards. For now, let's just get back into our trap and we can get this finished up. So over here on the sand, I've got cactus, and we're going to stack the cactus on the sand, and I can't put it here because of that wall. Okay, so we're going to have to do this. Okay, let me do it this way then. Let me go ahead and swap that out. And then we will put a wall here. Okay, and then maybe we will yeah, that should be fine. I mean, we could put a stair here maybe. We can still get in the chest. It just kind of blocks that hole off a little bit. Alright, so let's come back in here. Alright, we couldn't put the cactus down because remember, you can't put a cactus next to a wall or another cactus. So there's kind of got to be this indent, and you'll see here as we come along, now we can put our cactus down. Let's see. Jump in place. Okay. we could have just put one piece of cactus there. It would have grown eventually. Alright, so next thing we want to do is we're going to take our buckets of water that we have here, and we're going to make an infinite water source coming across this way. So one there, and then we're going to pick it up and go across like this. All the way to the end. And our trap is pretty much set. The next thing we're going to want to do is knock out the torches and then dig up this cobblestone to get the water flowing and then make it out of here. So let me kind of open this up a little bit more here, since we're going to be walking backwards out this way. All right, and we might get attacked while we're doing this. And there we go. There's one already. A couple of them already. And do this as fast as we can. I'm not getting pushed into the cactus ourselves. And there we go. Let's close this off. We can take out our last torch. Now let's go ahead and knock that out. Okay, now let's completely block this in. And let's light up the outside. And then we can come back over here now and let's check our chest. And as you can see, we're getting tons of string. Hi. Well, string is an important item to have in the game because it has so many uses, not just for making bows and for making fishing rods. String can be used just for many things, and we'll probably discover some of that along the way as we go. But that's it. This is probably one of the simplest mob farms that you're ever going to find, as far as one that's based off of a spawner. So in the next episode, I want to tackle the skeleton spawner, and I will show you how to turn that into an XP farm, and that will also give us bones, arrows, and some armor drops as well. So until next time, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Goodbye.